Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Scabbed Up Comedy. Yes. The absurd new show where we take comedians, we give them 7 minutes to do their thing, all the while they're getting a really pain-in-the-ass tattoo. And that could be literally. I am your host, ladies and gentlemen, Derrick Salisbury. Give it up for me. Right. I know what you're thinking. This guy looks like he probably smells like cat pee. And you're right. Chris May couldn't be here tonight. He had to shampoo his hair, so I'm filling in for him. So let's get the ball rolling, everybody. Let's hear it. So how this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to have our comedian come out and spin this wheel. They're going to spin it once for the location of the tattoo, and they're going to spin it a second time for the tattoo. Are you guys ready for your first comedian? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joe Degand, please step to the wheel.
Hi, Joe Degand. First of all, I don't have, triple D fake tits.
All right. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling real good.
You worried?
I'd be weird if I wasn't a little worried.
We got some good ones on here. We got the ankle, the tramp stamp that goes right over your butt, the sole of your foot, probably the worst one on here.
That's pretty bad.
You get to pick. If you land on this one, you can pick whatever you want on the board, anywhere you want on your body.
Oh, I can go freestyle.
Yes, the Achilles tendon.
Oh,
the ribs.
That's pretty. I got something pretty close there.
The big toe for Big Joe.
Let's do it.
Ankle bone, knee pit, elbow, armpit, the booty, and the kneecap, the love handles, or the shin. You ready to spin?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
We're spinning for location first.
Location first.
Here we go. Respin. Ooh. Yeah.
It works.
Got his butthole tight just enough. All right.
Shake it out. All right.
Anxiety building.
It's a weird one to see.
The booty.
I'm gonna have a butt
Joe,
tattoo.
did you by any chance purchase a new pair of underpants before you came in today?
I may have done exactly that.
Perfect.
Knowing that they might be on camera.
Let's see what you're going to get on your booty for the rest of your life. Right now.
I apologize for anyone who see my butt now. This is going to be great. Here we go.
Oh, man. What's it going to be? What you going to have on your booty? Artist gets to pick.
You get to pick.
Well, hey, let's bring out our artist tonight. Give it up for Aaron Boyle, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up.
I wouldn't care about who's tattooing.
Here you go. You take this away. You talk to Joe.
Joe,
Hi,
I'm gonna
Aaron.
be honest.
Yeah?
I think you should get the hot dog.
On my butt?
Yeah!
Yes! Let's do it. I like it.
All right. We've reached the moment where we tattoo Joe's beautiful behind. I'm going to start this timer behind me, and they will take care of the rest, and we'll see how it goes from there. All right, you guys ready?
I love you, Aaron.
Joe, you ready? Aaron, you ready? Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, comedian Joe Degand.
Oh, hi. How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, yes. This is important. The first thing is always good. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's there. Okay. So, where are my broke people at? We got broke people up in here? Yes. All right. Good. You guys get it? Yeah, that was a good one. Okay. So listen, I'm a very particular kind of broke. I'm the kind of broke right now where I've been playing the lottery as my 401k. I know. Yeah, that's rough. It's a very particular kind of broke. I have a lot of bro friends though. Whenever I talk about the lottery, they just they just want to talk to me about like cars and shit. I have a lot of bro friends. I don't know anything about cars. I know I drive a Hyundai because it says it on the back. Like that's the extent of my car knowledge, right? So yeah, it's important. Oh, that's a deep beat. Yeah. I love you all so much. I'm doing this for you. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Okay. So, as I was saying, a lot of bro friends, they just want to talk to me about their cars. And for me personally, like, I think about houses. That's what I think about when I'm talking about the lottery. Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm going to get a dope-ass house. It's going to have secret rooms, trap doors everywhere. You know what I mean? It's very important. Maybe I'll have a bong. Starts in my garage, goes all the way up to my bedroom. Maybe that's how I'm going to live. You don't know? Right? Hire an out-of-work friend to keep it lit at all times. It's the only thing I know about being a millionaire, you guys. You got to be a job creator. I didn't know I was going to screech as the pain hit, and that's important to know about yourself. Okay. Oh, it's so hard to focus. I love you so much for this. This is great. Okay. So, aside from the pain, the best part about this is telling jokes. So let's get back to that. Oh, my God. That meat is so tender. All right. So, I don't know about you guys. We're going to switch topics because this is a little bit easier. I have a long-term relationship I've been a part of. I don't know about anyone who's watching this. But from my long-term relationship, I've gathered some very weird turn-ons. Yes, I know. It's a weird thing to talk about, but for me, personally, the one that like really gets it going, the one that I try to hold dear and sacred is, whenever I'm just walking around with my top off, I know my pants are off right now, so that's pretty easy to imagine, but walking around with the top off, I got these nice guns, and every once in a while I'll catch like a white, long ninja hair, like 3.5 inches long. Like, what's he doing growing here? How has he averted my gaze for so long, right? When I find one of those, you guys, I do not pluck it right then and there. No. I wait, okay? I take it home. That's foreplay. It's very important in my relationship. I'll wait until my wife gets home, super comfortable, you know what I'm talking about, sports bra, yoga pants. And then I'll just sit there, I'll whip the shirt down, be like, hey, girl, look what I found for you today. That part hurt so bad. It was so good. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and plug it. You know you want to. See, that's the end of the joke. You can't do punchlines when you're getting your ass tattooed. It's very hard. I dare you all to try it. Okay. So if you couldn't tell, I'm a bigger fella, right? Like I got a belly. That's really what it comes down to. And this year, thank you. But it was a rough year for me. This was the year that I also found out that I'm no longer allowed to ride on roller coasters anymore. What? Yes. Yeah. It's my own fault. I went to the theme park. They have these seats out in front for you now. I did not know what they're there for. I haven't been since high school. I waited for front row. When you wait in the line for front row, it's a very important ride. I'm going to wait. And then all of a sudden, I found out that I no longer fit on roller coasters from the ride attendant named Carl trying to pile drive the lap bar into my dick to no avail several times. Just like, oh, yeah, this is standard protocol. He's just dropping elbows on me and shit. I couldn't take it. It was brutal. And then I had to do what I found out those seats are for, which is the fat guy walk of shame. You guys, they put those seats out there so that you go sit down in front of the entire amusement park and show them that you don't fit on rides. No thanks. I'll take the pile driver to the dick every time. Yeah, no thanks. I'll just hold the water bottles and the purses. Over here, it's a lot easier to do than everyone that's getting into the line. We know how long lines are, right? Like it's just an audience. It's not fun. Let's not do that anymore. Oh. But the reason why I don't fit is because of the belly, and I'll do it. I'll lose the belly eventually, like Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, whatever. But first, I want one thing to happen, okay? I want one woman to compliment me on my gut neathage, and then I'll do it. Yeah, gut neathage. We see neathage all the time. We got ass neathage, right? Booty shorts, you're a fan. You don't know you're a fan, but you're a fan now, okay? Also, even better, tit neathage. What? Those tight shirts cover up just the areola. You get to see all the meat underneath. That's just for you? Yes. What I want is a very particular thing for me as a bigger gentleman. When I go to put a book up on a shelf like the astute gentleman that I am, and my belly just creeps out from underneath this XXX shirt because I should, yeah. I should probably buy a 4X, but I won't do it. I just want one woman in the back of the room to be like, oh my God. Did y'all catch the gut meathage on Joe? I am wet. And then I'll do it. I'll lose all the weight. How close are we on time? Is that amazing? Did we do it? You guys, this was
There it
hard.
is. Give it up for
love you
Joe
all.
Degand, everybody.
Thank you.
Oh, what a beautiful hot dog. All right, guys, are you ready for your second comedian of the evening? Yeah. All right. Give it up for KB Marion, everybody.
All right, what's up? It's KB Marion of the Happy Corner Podcast. About to get tattooed for the second time in my life. I'm a little nervous. I don't ever get nervous. All right, I do, but this is like a different type of nervous. So check it out.
What is up, everybody?
KB,
Yeah,
are you ready to spin the wheel?
I'm a little nervous, but yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right,
do it.
as you saw with Joe, we're going to spin first for where it's going to go.
Right.
And we're going to spin a second time for what it's going to be.
All
Are
righty.
you ready? Give it a good spin. Don't be afraid. Ooh. Foot top.
Foot
Going on
top.
top of your foot.
Yeah,
All right. How you feel about that?
that'll be dope. Rocking some flip flops. All right. Yeah,
All right,
we can do that. It'll be pimp.
We'll give it another spin to see what you're going to have in your foot for the rest of your life. Paradise.
Paradise, baby.
Flip-
Let's roll them.
Hey, what better place to wear flip-flops than paradise, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get KB set up.
And then the tattooing will commence.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for KB Marion.
What is up? Is going down. Yeah, so one of my favorite, I used to be a high school English teacher. That's what I did by day. Did it by day. Fuck them kids. I've officially stopped teaching. Thank goodness. I used to teach out in Naperville. You guys know where that's at? Yeah, fuck Naperville. But one of the things, it was very sobering being a teacher out in that area because, like, I would pull into the parking lot and it'd be like, student parking lot, and it'd be like 2016 Benz, BMWs, 2015 Jeeps, and then I'd roll into the faculty parking lot and it'd be like a 1997 Camry missing hubcaps. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? So yeah, one of the classes I taught when I was a teacher was philosophy because I was an English teacher. And it was one of my favorite classes to teach simply because, like, I got to challenge kids' beliefs and what they think and shit like that. So one day we're talking about our personal beliefs, and this one girl goes, "Oh, I'm a creationist. I'm a creationist." And I was like, "Okay, so you believe God created absolutely fucking everything?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "So you believe that God created like these big ass lizards that could almost breathe fire? We call them dinosaurs. Then he wiped the slate clean, and then he created like these saber-toothed tigers with these long ass fangs and these mastodons with these long ass tusks, and then he wiped the slate clean, and then he created every human and creature on the planet." And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "So are you fucking telling me that the earth is God's big ass etch and sketch? Like when shit goes wrong, he's just like, second coming, bitches." He's like, "I gotta start all over. I'm just gonna make them all the same color this time." That experiment went horribly wrong. Oh man. But yeah, I enjoyed teaching, but the one thing I hated about teaching is that people would bring in their kids' fundraisers all the fucking time. Don't do that. Don't bring in your kids' fundraisers. I can't stand when they do that, right? Like, because they'll bring it in and it'll be like $20 for cookie dough, $30 for wrapping paper, $30 for chocolate, and you can walk into Walmart and buy all that shit for $10. What is going on? So your kid can get a Slinky? Like, I'll just go to the dollar store and buy your kid a Slinky. Like, it's not that serious. But there's one fundraiser that gets me every single time. It's fucking Girl Scout cookies. Oh my God, you guys like the Girl Scout cookies? All right, what's your guys' favorite Girl Scout cookies? Peanut. Them peanut. Wait, hold up. Them peanut butter cookies would take about 4 glasses of milk to eat 2 of them, bro. Like, no, we don't. Yeah, you gotta. And the thing about the Girl Scouts is they got supply and demand on lock. Like, they are the Frank Lucas Scarface of fundraising. Like, seriously. Like, somebody tell me, what do Boy Scouts sell? Nobody want that bullshit-ass popcorn. All right? You know the Boy Scouts get pissed off. They see them selling the cookies. Like, look at these bitches selling cookies. Oh, yeah, well, we could put out forest fires. And Girl Scouts are like, but yeah, we make millions, bitch. Girl Scouts have gotten so gangster that I have, like, walked into the grocery store, and they are in the grocery store selling Girl Scout cookies next to the cookie aisle. That's how gangster they got. So the little girl walks up to me, and she's like, ma'am, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? And I'm like, I don't have any cash. She put out an iPhone. She's like, we take credit, bitch, run it. I was like, damn, all right. All right, give me 2 boxes of Thin Mints. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but like, I used to teach. I used to do all that shit. I'm glad that I'm out of it. Because to be quite honest, like, one of my favorite things to do is smoke weed. We got any weed smokers here? Yeah. Hold it down there over there. But I enjoy smoking weed. The cool thing about it, the thing about it though, is like, I'm one of those people, like, me and my homies was smoking, and you know how you get into those high stupid conversations. And so we were talking, and my one homie was like, yo, if the world were to end, it would end with water, because the earth is 90% water. And I immediately fucking panicked, because as progressive as I am as a black woman, I still don't know how to fucking swim. So I just imagine, like, millions of years later, right? It's like millions of years later, and there's like a whole new Grand Canyon after the flood, and there's like a tour guide, and he's like walking around, got tourists with their cameras out, and he comes upon some fossils, and he's like, these are the fossils of black people. They were fast on land, but they didn't make it when the water came. Their big asses weren't as buoyant as they had hoped, and their large penises could not be used as a flotation device. That's the shit I fucking think about, man. There was one instance as a teacher that my kids ran into, like, you know, a whole little situation. I had this one kid come up to me. He's like, Miss Marion, can I talk to you about some real shit? I was like, yeah, I'd appreciate if you didn't curse. He was like, all right, I got busted for weed. I was like, okay. He was like, now the typical protocol is, I was like, thank you for using vocabulary words. He's like, the typical protocol is like you get suspended, they call your parents, you get arrested. I was like, okay, what happened? He was like, none of that happened. He was like, the dean just put the weed back in his drawer. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. I was like, did you get suspended? No. Parents call? No. I was like, then Kendall, that's a fucking win-win. He was like, how is that a win-win? I was like, you didn't get in trouble for weed, and now I know who I need to speak to about some weed after fucking school. Quick one. Oh, so driving out here, man, like, low-key, this shit makes me kind of paranoid. It really does. The reason why it makes me paranoid is I got 2 tickets in 1 week. 2 tickets in 1 week, man. And so every time I see a black and white car, I'm paranoid, man. I was driving with my homegirl. I'm driving, looking at the left lane. I'm like, ah, shit. I was like, hey, put on your seatbelt. The cops are in the left lane. She looked over. She was like, bitch, that's the Geek Squad car from Best Buy. You need to relax. That's been my time. KV Marion. Give it up for Aaron. Yes.
Yeah, keep it going for KB, everybody. That was her second tattoo ever, and you didn't even flinch. You're robbing me here. All right, we're going to wrap it up and bring on the next comedian
in just a few moments. Yeah.
All right. Derrick Salisbury back on the scene, ladies and gentlemen, for our third and final comic of the night. Are you excited? That's right. More meat for the grinder, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Mr. Alex Savant. Come to the wheel.
Hey, what's up? I'm Alex Savant. I'm here to make some bad decisions and hopefully get a pretty cool turn.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
As always, Alex, you will be spinning first for the area of the body that you're going to be hammered, and then the image which we'll bestow upon you. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's give it a spin. Don't be afraid.
That was a weak spin. I feel
That was
bad.
a good spin. Big toe.
Oh!
Yeah. Yes. Fuck yeah, the big
You
toe.
have no idea how frustrating it is. My girlfriend is so satisfied right now.
Oh, that's awesome. Couldn't be more pleased. All right, what are you going to get on your big toe for the rest of your life?
Here we go. At least it's not tramp stamp. Oh!
Artist picks. All right, let me bring up my artist, Aaron Boyle, here. Let me give you here. You take the mic. I'm going to go over here.
I think it should be the banana.
Yeah!
Banana toe.
Is your new name.
I'm very excited for this.
All right, give it up for Banana Toe. We're going to set up, and we'll be right back. Derrick Salisbury is back on the scene, ladies and gentlemen, with Mr. Big Toe, Alex Savant. That thing is riding on the cuticle of your toe.
It is.
And that is so cuticle.
It is.
Just like you. Well, hey, Alex, like everybody else, I'm going to start this timer. I'm going to tell everybody to clap for you, and it's time to go.
Alrighty, thank you. Let's get on there, Mr.
You
Salisbury.
ready, Boyles? All right.
Banana toe, let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Alex Savant.
Thank you, thank you.
Take it away.
How we doing tonight? Fuck! She didn't touch it yet. Ah! That's not that bad, I guess. It's a little stingy. Guys, how we doing tonight? Proton Tattoo! You guys hear about that new band full of all retarded musicians? They're pretty good, but they only play slow songs. Did you hear about the rap group full of menstruating women? I heard they got mad flow. Whew. Been dating recently, and she sent me a picture of a negative pregnancy test the other day. So I'd say it's going pretty well. Ah! This feels good. This feels good. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Yeah, she's cool. She's a great lady. She's cool. I think it's time to get into a serious relationship. You know, I'm getting old. Going to be 30 in December 2024. Right around the corner, guys. I am. It's time to get into a serious relationship, I think. You know, it's just, I slept around a little bit, guys. I don't think it's for me. I'm not a sleep around kind of guy, right? Like, I'm not the kind of guy that goes out and crushes pussy. You know what I mean? Not a crush pussy kind of guy. I want to make one thing clear, though, Proton Tattoo. It's not that I don't have the game to crush pussy. Okay. All right. It's just that I'm a very small person, right? Like, I don't weigh very much. Right? I don't weigh enough to crush pussy. That's what I'm getting at, guys. It's physics. That's all it is. All right, but let me tell you one thing, Proton Tattoo. If I wanted to, I would lightly apply pressure to pussy all over town, okay? All over town, all right? I'd be like, yeah, do you feel that? They'd be like, kind of. Soft and firm, but like a Tempur-Pedic, I feel safe. That's all the women want, guys, really. Just a little oomph. Let them know you're there. It's good for the lower back. It's good for everybody. Been dating, though. It's cool. Dating a taller girl. Not even that tall. If a woman, she's just normal height compared to me, pretty tall. People think it's weird dating tall girls. I never had an issue sleeping with girls that were taller than me. I didn't really have a choice anyways. But I didn't have a problem with it, but other people seem to have a problem with it, right? Like, people would always ask about our sex life. People would be like, how does it work, You guys don't exactly line up crotch to crotch. I tell them, well, I don't really fuck her standing up, right? But if I do, she picks me up, okay? She brings me to her level, guys. It's called a partner. She makes it work. That's what I'm trying to get at. Getting a tattoo of a banana on my toe at random. I think it's fair to say I don't make very good decisions. Kind of a fuck up in life. There's a good story about that. I recently went to a friend's grandmother's funeral, trying to be a good friend, and I definitely made myself look like an idiot. First of all, you guys know how you go to funerals and they have like the line. You wait in the line, and then you get to the family. You're like, sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss. I got there. I saw my best friend. I was a little stoned. I walked right up. Stoned to his grandmother's funeral. Out of respect, really. I walked in, saw my friend, and walked right up to him. I was like, hey, man, sorry for your loss. But then I saw the rest of his family standing there, so I was like, hey, sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. So then I started going through the funeral line backwards like an asshole. And I went through the whole funeral. I get to his dad, and I was like, sorry for your loss. And I looked and saw like 35 people standing by a body. And I was like, I went the wrong way. He's like, yeah, you did. So rather than leave and show respect, I went back through the rest of the line and waited. And here's the thing. I get up when there's like, you know how funerals are, right, guys? There's photos and memories and things like that. I get up to one point, and there's this quilt, right, made out of little patches. And everyone's signing these little patches on the quilt. And it's like, beautiful ceremony, blah, blah, blah. Your love is everlasting. And I'm like, oh, it's like a funeral quilt. Everyone's signing it. I'm going to sign it. I'm a comedian. I always got a pen, right? Pull out a pen. Click. I go to sign this fucking quilt. And some lady goes, beautiful, right? I was like, yeah. And she said, it's from their wedding day. I said, click. Yep. That shit sure is pretty. I had a whole message written out and shit in my head. I was going to be like, beautiful ceremony. Sorry for the casualty on this day. The freedom you've lost. I wish I would have signed it. I wish I would have put anything on there and just ruined it. That would have been hard to explain. I would have had to like try to sell that I was a time traveler. I don't even know how to go about. Jesus Christ. Ow. Guys, very excited to be recently, a little bummed out, guys. I recently quit smoking marijuana. So I feel like would have helped me today. I just quit smoking marijuana recently. Very recently, I was just actually outside smoking some marijuana. And Chris was like, man, you can't bring that shit in here. I got like a business license. So I had to quit. Something tells me I'll be back to my old ways soon. Right after this fucking tattoo. It doesn't hurt that bad, but I can just remember. It does sting. All right, guys. What do I got? 33 seconds. 32 seconds. All right, we're in tattoo shop. Piercings. Guys, somebody once told me when I was a kid that tongue piercings make blowjobs better. So as an adult, I decided I need to test that out. Sorry to tell you, fellas. Not true. Not true at all. I'm a scientist. I experimented. I got my tongue pierced. Man, sucking dick still sucks. I did not like that shit at all. I was always just crying and wanting to call my dad. But I knew he wouldn't love me. Guys, my name is Alex Savant. Give it up. Yeah! Get up for Aaron!
That gets the Derrick Salisbury stamp of approval.
Oh, boy. Dreams do come true.
All right, well, thanks for watching Scabbed Up Comedy, everybody. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah! Banana tongue.
And we'll be back again someday. All right, give it up for Alex one more time. Come on.